As
It's
we
a
go,
Monday,
Monday,
and
Monday.
nobody knows we're here.
Yes, we are. I know. Hey
That
guys,
was not on tune.
KT. We are live.
We
This is great.
are live. This is called Pop Up Fat TV with
Yeah, I
Dellany.
didn't even have a banner up. Oh my God, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Bam.
It's okay. This is Pop Up. I kind of like Pop Up, right?
Right.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
does.
Dellany and I have no life right now because for some reason when the pandemic, well, the pandemic's not over, but people think that now we have all the time for them and not for us. So we missed last week, right? We missed
Yes.
last week. So we were not gonna miss this week. So we decided that we would do
Monday.
Monday at TV.
And we did. And it was my responsibility to tell everyone on social media, and that went out the window. So,
Well,
but
then right now you need to go ahead and go to your social media and forward it over to everybody and say, get your butt here. But you know who's here? Our good girl Danielle is
she said,
here.
what? Danielle, pop up. This is our pop up special. Pop
This
up
is our
Monday.
pop-up Monday surprise. Just
Yes, hey Danielle, we are here. We could not miss another week. Oh my gosh, it is
No.
crazy. But KT, it feels like for everyone, especially like summers in general, are crazy. Like my book club, there were people vacationing. They couldn't make the book club. Like everyone's out. So you know what I mean? Like we shouldn't be so hard on ourselves.
Well, yeah, I don't understand why we just don't do it like everybody others do. Oh, wait, Corinne's there. What's up,
Corinne? Hey, girl.
And
Hi,
like
that's our
take
Gen X,
the
our
summer
Gen
off.
Z mascot.
Everybody others do. Oh, wait, Corinne.
Are we behind? Okay.
No, that was me. I'm sorry. I just snorted.
If everybody remembers around summertime, KT's the one. She's the pointing that way. What is wrong? I am backwards. KT is the one who has air conditioner.
Yeah.
Your girl Dellany does not have air conditioner, so I am stocked up on liquids. This is a big, huge cup of mine that my niece sold me. It's such a ripoff, by the way. When she was 12, she sold this to me for $20 through some school program. And then I have kombucha, because y'all know I like kombucha. It's pomegranate. And then I'm going to crack open this baby. I've got some Nixie sparkling water, and it's like a black tea flavor. So I've got all these liquids because it is hot, and I do not have air conditioner. So
what liquid I got?
You have like one, and you don't even have that much. Like
sweet tea.
Gross.
Woo! It was 105. Where? In New York?
New York. That sounds about right.
Dude, I don't know, because here's my thing. Does it make it? You know what I just did? I think I totally just shared the wrong one for today.
Uh-oh.
I just kidding. We are.
KT. Danielle, I forgot. Yeah, like New York is so hot. It's getting closer to 4th of July. It is. Whoo! I do not envy you, girl.
I totally just shared the wrong one to my Facebook.
Oh, well, now you need to share the right one.
I do.
That is hilarious.
You know what?
I'm trying to look at my computer. That's why I'm leaning.
I was just telling Dellany today, I went to our, what is it? What is that I do? I swim on.
She swims on Mondays.
Yes. And then I go to my clients, which where I work. This is on Monday and Wednesday afternoons with this lovely lady. And I totally forgot to bring a t-shirt to the pool. So I am in my wrap up, like my little jacket that I wear with my bathing suit today.
Oh my God. I think it suits you though. Like it looks good.
I always wear something that can, you never know where it comes from. So I guess that is true.
Yeah, no, totally. So, okay, we know that heat index is triple degrees in New York. How's it going in North Kakalaki, Corinne? How's it going? I'm wearing my Dazed and Confused shirt. If anybody's dazed and confused about what I'm wearing, it's like a tank or whatever. But I have this over it just to add some color because I'm so pale. So that's what I'm wearing.
I'm definitely not pale.
I wonder if I got this from Ross or something, or not.
I keep wanting to take you to the freaking pool.
Oh, girl! Someday I'm gonna have my own pool, and then you're gonna have your own pool, and my mama's gonna have her own pool, and Desiree
My mama.
Sweet tea is amazing. I just saw that comment. What?
Yes, it is.
Corinne, girl.
This is not as good. I mean, it's okay. There's another one that's better. But I tell you what there's two McDonald's sweet tea, even though it's like diabetes sweet tea. It's because I have to cut that stuff in half, if not a quarter. Like I take it home and put like a quarter of it with water, 3/4 water, and water. Who else has it? Popeyes.
Coming out.
Popeyes has some good sweet tea.
Y'all, can y'all tell she's from Florida? She said water. Okay.
Yeah, Florida's about to be underwater. The Keys are sinking.
I have been told by actual Southerners that I'm not really from the South because I do not do sweet tea. I do not do sweet tea.
How could you be Southern?
What?
How could you even be Southern?
Well, I mean, that is questionable, but I am from the South. For other reasons. I worked in tobacco fields. Does that not give me a freaking pass? I worked in the fields, KTEE. How many people can say that in modern times? Like, just, it's been rough. Okay, so what was I going to say? Oh, sweet tea. I had to make it at restaurants that I used to waitress in down there. And I'm telling you, KT, you know what goes into that sweet tea. Ew! It's like 1 degree above dishwashing water. To me, that's my opinion. It even smells like it. It's so gross. How do y'all do it?
The sweet tea. You know what really sucks is like when you work at those places that like don't what do you call it? Don't clean out their like tea makers. That makes you not want to have sweet tea.
Those are the places that I worked at. Those are the places. Lord, this is my accent right now. Lord.
Danielle, look at that. Danielle! She comes on and who does she say hey to? Me.
Danielle is my bestie. I have two besties named Danielle apparently, but my sister, she's kind of like hasn't accepted that title yet for herself, but she's my bestie. Get ready for all the fireworks this weekend. Dell, remember last year? Oh, girl, are you saying weeks? It went on for 6 months. It went on for 6 full months. It started in March and it ended in August, and it was awful. Oh, hey, bestie. Hi. My big sister loves me so much.
Does she?
No, she doesn't. No, she really does. She says she's my bestie. Gotta go. No, Lucas. Mother, father. Lucas is not with her right now, y'all. She's actually a single woman for all intents and purposes. Because Mackenzie and Aubrey work, and then Lucas is staying with my brother for a few days and his kids.
Where has Mackenzie been? I see Corinne's on, but I don't see Mackenzie.
Yeah, I guess it's because we're not giving away makeup.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
No, she's probably working. I know she works at night.
So I'd like to get Corinne's thing. I think we should bring up something that I wish we could have started talking about last week.
What's that?
What all the stuff that I've been sending you?
Which part? You've been sending me so much.
Spend the next 20 minutes talking about this.
What? Wait, what?
Look.
Oh, free. Yeah, we got to talk about Free Britney. Free Britney. Not today, not tomorrow, but yesterday.
Yes.
Why are we even still talking? Like, KT, we all already knew it, but then when you hear her from her own words, she said what she said, and she did not stutter. I mean, she dropped the mic. She needs to be freed. It's not even funny. Like, all jokes aside, she needs to be freed like yesterday. And I don't know I feel so powerless. Like, what do we, the people, do? What can we do for her? You know what I mean?
The only reason like she even spoke up is because of her fans. They were the ones that, like, you know, have been on board, like finding cryptic messages that she's left and all this and been like, hey, this looks wrong. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, if my dad is making $16,000 off of me a month, that's just his base pay. Let's just say that. To be my
60.
no, 16,000.
See, I thought it was more. I thought he was making like
No, that's just his base pay. That's just what he gets for being a conservator. Then he gets a percentage of all of her touring. So you wonder why she had to tour. You know what I mean? And merchandising, everything. He gets a percentage of all that as her conservatory.
Yeah. So my
Not
question
cool.
is this. She was very clear when she said my family. She did not say just my dad. She said my family. So that means, because for a lot of years, I was kind of given a pass to her mama, and I was also given a pass to her sister, because I was like, this is just her dad. This is just her dad. But no, she was clear. She said her family, and I think today Jamie Lynn Spears put out a statement, and she's in support of Britney. But KT, you know more about the legalities than I do. Didn't she take over like a part of the estate in terms
Well,
of?
she's actually everything. If Britney dies, everything goes to Jamie.
But
Jamie is the trustee. Jamie is the trustee.
Taking care of those boys or something. She already has some ownership.
Oh yeah, I think. Well, I mean, the thing is the boys go to Kevin. Kevin has the majority custody right now too.
No, I know that. I'm talking about anything that has to do with money, like estate-wise.
Yeah, she's the trustee of Britney's estate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't trust that, because how come she hasn't stepped up more in terms of fighting her father? And I will have to say, sometimes I'm also like, I can't be so hard on her in terms of like, we know that abusive men can do a lot of stuff with, you know what I mean? Maybe she herself has been also mentally and emotionally abused by her dad and felt powerless. I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Danielle, but it's her whole family, right?
Well, and see, here's my thing. I just want you to know, and I'm not going to say day, times, and what the circumstances was, but I met Britney right before all this went down. And you could tell that something was wrong, like right before she had her mental breakdown. She looked like a wounded bird then. And my thing is like, I feel like if you go back and look at look at how Michael Jackson and the Jackson family, the father treated that family. Look at all of these people. Like, I mean, if Cher just came out and was like, remember when they used to drug Judy Garland and Mickey Rourke to work? She's been drugged her whole life. Okay. Now, she started what, when she was 5 or 6? When was she on Star Search? She was young.
She was under 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she went to the Mickey Mouse Club. She's been in the entertainment industry for a long time. And if you look at, okay, let's say they started drugging her at like 12. Okay. When girls finally, they decide that they want to have their own life, is around the preteen years. So let's say that they decided they're going to start drugging her then. Okay. From then till 2008, when she had her breakdown, number one, when you put anybody on some cocktail of drugs, and that's what I think they've done, because they're doing it. Even if she said, look, I was on this drug, then they decided to put me on lithium. Well, lithium, number one, she's not a schizophrenic. So what the hell is she doing on lithium? You know what I mean? That's just, how do you put somebody who's actually a working singer and dancer on lithium? You can't.
You can't. I mean? They're not gonna. Yeah.
I mean, and she's proven that she works. I mean, she did 2 freaking tours through that whole conservatory show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, if you sit there and drug somebody like that, and then you put paparazzi on top of it, I would go crazy. Any sane person would go crazy.
Totally. And the fact that you had to even go through puberty in public like that, like.
Correct.
God.
And he sexualized the whole time.
Yeah.
She was sexual. Do you remember what Ed McMahon said to her?
Yes, it's so creepy. And it's so funny because looking back, because we were little girls back then too, I remember like thinking when men did that, I didn't like it, but I just accepted it because I was like, oh, this is what men do. They make jokes like this. That's what you know what I mean?
Corinne, send it to me too. Send it to me.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Corinne. Send it to Fat TV. Yeah, so she can see it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, you can send it to Elphaba. Elphaba likes to talk to you through IG. Corinne is
Well,
under the impression that I actually speak for Elphaba on there. It's Elphaba's Instagram, not mine.
I know.
So
That's
crazy.
why my dogs is their Instagram. That's why there's nothing ever up. They're too lazy.
And
to
like
post.
Elphaba actually messages Corinne every now and then, and she literally thinks it's me. It makes no sense. Like Elphaba's like woof woof.
I think my friend stole my
So I just want to know what's it going to take. Why at this point? Why is the judge not saying? I mean, at the end of what she said, why could the judge not go, "Oh my God, Brittany, leave now. You are your own person. You can go. I apologize for my ignorance before. Like, why is she still stuck? Like, why?
Well, why is she even in it to begin with? Because let me just explain this, okay? If that was a man, and I'm gonna get on my feminism right here. If that was a man, my feminism, a man would have never been in a conservatorship. I mean, what did I bring up to you the other day? Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
I love Robert Downey Jr. I love him as Iron Man, but that man. I mean, he woke up in a kid's bed in Malibu, drugged out, and yet he wasn't on a concern.
I know, right? Like, I mean, it was okay for him to do that. And look how many times Johnny Depp has been allowed to screw up, you know? And he's not.
If that was Justin Timberlake, what if it was Justin Timberlake who went crazy?
Then he would have been allowed to. Nothing would have happened. So,
but no, instead, yeah.
But the judge is a woman. Like, I just don't want to hear anymore that this is going to involve paperwork or it's a process. She's a human. Like, she's an adult human. Why is this even up for debate? I know more people personally in Los Angeles who are walking the streets free right now and probably shouldn't be. Like, so, like, why? I bet everybody knows somebody who should probably have a conservatorship, right? But they don't. So that's my point. Like, Brittany's fine, and she should be allowed to have her emotions. You can.
There you go, Roger.
A male would never be in a court and force chastity device. Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, yeah. I mean, that brings up another thing. Here, you're going to have the right and left wings all happy and up in arms. I mean, all working together. She is being forced to keep an IUD in.
Yeah. Can you believe that?
What the hell? How is a woman who's almost 40 years old forced to keep something like that in?
What in The Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah.
And I mean, why can't she have another child if that's what she wants? You know, like it's disgusting. I'm upset for her. Oh, hey, Paul. Dude, bruh, where have you been? Roger, there are plenty of, I missed it.
Who should have been. Yeah.
Okay. So what in The Handmaid's Tale? She's being forced to have an IUD. Guys, not one man would allow that to happen for 20 seconds, much less 20 years. You know what I mean? And it's wrong on so many levels. She doesn't get a door. She gets no privacy. She's got to be naked in front of everyone. You know? I mean, God, they've picked her apart. Like,
I'm surprised she's even normal right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised she was even able to do that, to say that. You know,
I am too. I don't know what we could do. I do feel powerless because obviously we're not people who personally know her. We're not. Right. But I just wish we could just override everything. I
think there should be more support.
The other day, and I was like, what if we the people could take the conservatorship ourselves? And then immediately say, okay, Brittany, you're done. No obligations to anybody. Let us be her people. Like, just because all of us we'd say, go free, be free.
Well, I mean, the only reason this is in the news really is, I mean, her rabid fan base. And if you even think about it, like Britney's been around for a while. What was it? 2001, right? 2000 when that song. And she, through even all of this, she still has an iconic fan base. You know what I mean? She will be remembered as like Cher and Madonna and Tina Turner. You know what I mean? And it's because of her fan base has stayed behind her the whole way.
Well, and also, like, think about what she's been forced to do on a professional level. Just think about this. And this also makes me mad at, like, us, like, society, right? We've known that we've kind of known, even vaguely, that she's had some sort of guardianship, even though she's a grown-ass woman, right? But knowing also that she had that show in Vegas, she's been forced to tour. She's been forced to do interviews. All that professional. Does anyone find it odd that she's capable of doing that? She runs the show. She choreographs the dances. She's been given the green light.
She makes the money that she can't spend.
She's been given the green light to do all these things that are actually really, really difficult for the average person. Then how come we're saying that she's not capable of, like, brushing her own teeth or making her own decisions? You know? Like, Britney's the one who made the money, the star, the reason any of her entourage and fam, etc., anything. Thus, she should be able to own her own success and money. Here, ma'am. Yeah, agreed, Matt. I saw a video of her forced to tour, and she had a 102 fever, and they still made her.
Yep. I mean, but this even goes back to, guys, I mean, we've, you know, to me, I believe society and the people that were around Whitney is the reason Whitney Houston is dead. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you go back. Why is Michael Jackson dead? Because he was kept drugged up, basically.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, and Prince was his own person, but
Prince was in pain, just as Michael Jackson was in pain, like physical pain. You look what Michael used to do on stage. Look what Prince used to jump off a second-story speaker to the stage and platform high heel boots.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That man had some back pains, you know? Yeah. That's why he was going around on a bike looking for opioids, you know?
Yeah. It's just like I'm sick of, especially men, owning her, and I'm sick of it. And I just wish that we knew a way to help her even more. Like, she shouldn't spend one more second like this, not one more second.
Her mom should have, I mean, but her mom's always been passive. You know what I mean? Her mom's, even though she's like, you know, it's just like growing up, like I know her mother was like a stage mom, but wasn't as bad as Jamie was. Jamie was always known to be the bad one. But you'd think that a mom would not let that happen to her daughter. But then again, it's Hollywood. And look at all of these women who the things that they do to their daughters and sons to get famous, to get them to live off of them and stuff like that, you know? And what's that Amber woman was talking about, you know, she did an op-ed piece in New York about, you know, she's not nowhere near as big as Britney, but her parents controlled everything until she was 21, you know?
Yeah, it's awful. It's absolutely awful. Well, I mean, at least we're all talking about it, and that will promote and real actual progress and change. Hollywood corrupts people. Great examples. Judy Garland. Her life was so tragic and sad.
Well, yeah. Again, what I said earlier is they kept her drug up. She would have to do speed to stay up and to stay skinny.
And to stay skinny.
And then they would give her. And then they would give her downers to put her to bed, barbiturates. Why do you think she died of an overdose? Why do you think she was hooked to that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
you can't blame her.
Be forced to, like, still put on a mask and, like, act as if, like, you're this big, great, happy entertainer. I mean, it's really sad. Like, I've had to myself, like, I'm sure you have too, KT. Like, you're forced to put some really, really, really insane situations at the curtain, and then you get on stage, and then you're like this, even though, like, 5 seconds before that you were melting down. And then you just got to go on stage and be like, okay, I'm here.
Have you seen Hacks?
But it really messes with your head.
Did you watch Hacks?
Yeah, I did watch it.
She does that. She's like, oh, she's like, and then we're going to.
Sorry, Jenny. I thought she was leaving, so I was saying bye.
Oh.
She's not leaving, though.
Bye-bye.
Anyway,
well, I know we have a short show today, too, for 30 minutes, but I do want to bring something up really fast that I think deserves some love, and that would be Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah.
Not only did she get the Lifetime Achievement Award from the BET Awards last night, but
as she should.
Do you know what she did too?
I did not watch it. I have not looked at Twitter. I don't know anything.
She subtly but officially came out in her speech.
What did
At
she?
the end of her speech, she not only did she, give props to the person that's been beside her, her manager and confidant, who has protected her through the years. Probably if that person wasn't in her life, she would have never made it as far as she had. You know what I mean? And she
Right.
gave props to them. But she also did a shout out to her girlfriend, wife, and their child, and then said Happy Pride.
Wow, that's
So after all of this time, she came out. And I and
awesome.
I and I do, people kind of always have been mean to her about that, I do say, and I will say it is a cultural thing, and the black community coming out is very, very hard on, you know what I mean? It's definitely, something that is looked down on. I do have a problem with that community, a lot of minority communities are the same way, where, gay is just not good, and that's why she's kept it a secret for so long. It's been an open secret, she's just never addressed it. As they
Yeah.
said, like Jodie Foster, she never said yes or no. She just didn't address it,
Right.
So the same with Queen Latifah, she just never addressed it. And I want to say it's probably, I mean, look, Little Nas X got up there, performed and kissed a boy. So maybe she just felt like it was time that she could come out.
Yeah, some people will make fun of Little Nas X, but I'm like, he really is breaking some glass ceilings that a lot of people have not done before him.
Mhm.
And he is doing it unapologetically, and I think he's adorable. I love him. Queen Latifah, I never personally met her, but I will say it was before an award show. It was a tiny little tuxedo shop on Sunset Boulevard, and I don't know why, but Matt and I were in there. I know why, because I think we were getting something ready for a film festival where we were looking for something nice. So we went in, and Queen Latifah was in there, and she was fitted for a tuxedo, and she looked so hot. She looked so freaking hot, and I was like, "Hi, Queen Latifah. My name is Dellany. I'll be your Dave or whatever." Do you remember that, Matt? She looked so good, and I was like, "Good for her for wearing a tuxedo."
I love Queen Latifah, and I'm excited that The Equalizer has been #1 in TV ratings. So that's a big props to not only that community, but to women too, because that is definitely was a male-oriented property, and she took it over and has done very well.
Yeah. No, absolutely right. Look at us doing our little hot topics, and we've got Monday nights are popping.
I see.
So I wanted to bring up, even though I know we're on limited time, the Olympics. If anybody's heard of Gwen Berry, she's an athlete activist, and she was protesting. Like, she turned around when they were playing the national anthem. Rightfully so, because a lot of people who will argue about this will talk about the Constitution. But people need to remember that that's her actual right, according to the Constitution, that she has the right to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. And gentle reminder, if anybody bothers to find out about the person who wrote the national anthem, his intentions behind it, and if you make it to the third lyrics, yeah, it's got to go. I would turn my back too. I'm not standing up for that. Heck no. Very racist. So good for her. I just wanted to bring her up and bring awareness to that if people were not aware that had happened. And because she's getting dragged by people, and it's dumb. I applaud Gwen Berry. Yeah. And the national anthem needs a rewrite. It needs a rewoke. It needs something. It's very problematic.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. #activist athlete. Yes. But yeah, she had a right to do that. Good for her.
Look, Danielle is telling now Mondays is a way for us to do our shows.
I like Monday, KT.
We could change to Mondays.
There's reasons to our madness. I don't know why I think you've been busy on certain nights, right?
Well, right now I'm at the office, and I don't know if I can always make 6 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, KT's at her office, at her very important office in Burbank. Meanwhile,
it's not my office.
My little corner.
It's one of the businesses I work with's office.
Ew, fancy.
Ew.
Fancy.
Fancy.
This is my office.
I know. I can't even get into my office at my house. I'm like rat packed it, or what do you call it? Hoarded it so much with stuff over the pandemic. When I left my production office, that
Yeah.
I have to really go through and clean that out.
KT and I were almost going to do the show together today, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
This is how we're going to end the show. The reason why we were going to do the show together is because Matt, and KT and I have some news. It's going to be vague though. But she's too fat, y'all. It's crazy. Like it's just not over. It's barely even started. The timing of everything, right? Like we premiered She's Too Fat like a week before my first surgery. I had a couple of major operations back to back. And then after all that was over, then the pandemic happened, right, KT?
Yeah.
So like the timing just seems so bad. The timing, she is very important. She is so important. But yeah, the timing just seemed like, and it's not that I gave up on She's Too Fat, but I had no idea that what is happening now was going to happen. So we can actually, there's things being signed and blah, blah, blah. So we can't actually hear. Oh, hey, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Weird. I was saying there's things being signed right now, but we
can't. Too hot for TV. Too hot for TV. We had a meltdown.
I think the people knew that I just did that, and we just like blanked me out. I don't know what just happened.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, just know that She's Too Fat has only just begun with some really cool stuff, and we will tell you as soon as we're allowed to. Right, KT?
Yes. Yes.
So
and then all we're going to ask
is you guys on it today.
Help us when it comes out. Help share it around. Screenshot that, Dellany. Yeah, I'll use that as the thumbnail for this week. That
I don't even want to know what it looks like. I'm like.
Anyway, guys, we have to cut today short because we are busy ladies for some reason. I don't know why. Who likes us?
I mean, who? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why we're so busy.
I would love to change to Mondays, but it might have to be later. But I don't want to do that to Danielle because she has to get up so early. So anyway,
how about y'all all tell us what nights and times work best for y'all, and we'll try to like accommodate.
Well, we'll get on your calendar.
Yeah. we'll pencil these in just for y'all. Yeah. But
anyway, we love you guys. I'm just gonna say again, free Britney, free Britney,
free Britney,
free Britney,
free Britney,
free Britney. Let's put it up again. Let's put it up again just so everybody sees it. 1, 2, 3.
Free Britney.
All right, you know where to find us. Come, and we're gonna be when are we coming next week?
I mean, I'll be out of town, but whenever.
When are we doing it? Wait, what did we decide? Next Thursday?
We did it. We're gonna let the people decide for us, our friends.
Well, it can't be Tuesday because that's my birthday, and I'll be gone. I won't be able to do a show on Tuesday.
And then oh, happy birthday, KT! Happy birthday! I can't believe you're gonna be 25.
I know. 24, not 25.
Oh, sorry, girl. Can't believe it was just yesterday. You were 23. So anyway, yeah, we will figure it out. You guys let us know some times and nights that work for y'all because this was fun. I kind of like popping out on Mondays. Ooh.
Yeah, but next week we definitely won't be able to do Monday. So it's probably going to be Wednesday or Thursday. Yes. So you know what? Thank you, Samuel. Happy birthday. I need some coffee. You got to send me some coffee.
Coffee and water.
He finds the best coffee, tacos, and donuts in the world. I tell you.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If you need some food around the world, he's got you covered.
Oh, not good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna head out, but y'all let us know. We'll let y'all know. Everybody will be in touch.
And maybe we get to do a little bit of a longer one next week.
Yes, maybe.
Wherever you are.
Wherever I am. I know. Yeah. I'm everywhere.
Bye, guys. We love you.
Love